Win for the win. ValleyFlyin, the free-to-Spire Kyln Tower is here, and we were able to beat it with a mostly free-to-play Liberty. We didn't get Falcon, Joaquin, we didn't get Patriot, and we got some of those crazy orbs. We spent about $25 for those orbs for Peggy Carter, but we were able to beat it. I'm going to show you what I did, and hopefully it helps you in your climb up this Kyln Tower. And if you're ready for all of that, then you know what to do, ValleyFlyin. Find that like button, and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready to climb all the way to the top of Kyln Tower. Yes, the free-to-Spire Kyln Tower is here. Liberty, Orcus, they're kind of the MVPs of some of those later floors. I'm going to show you what I did, just so hopefully it can help you. And if you get some value from this video, leave it a like, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more ValleyFlyin Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 videos per week, and hit that notification bell, ring that bell, so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. But let's get in the game. I'll show you some of the teams that I used. Now, like I said, I did not buy Falcon Joaquin, did not buy Patriot, but we did buy Peggy Carter, some of those crazy orbs for her. Yeah, I spent about $25, got 6 stars. I thought that was good enough, and we don't have our 7 stars yet. So this is what we did for these characters, and yeah, this is where we had them built. So did not use War Machine at all. So we put pretty much as we could into them. Other team that came in really handy, kind of another MVP, was the Orcus team. So if we find the Orcus team here, I'm going to show you where I have them built. They got through a lot of the nodes. This previous Kyln Tower was kind of designed for the Orcus team. So nodes, what are the nodes here? 47 through 52, all of those nodes, we use Orcus for that. Because I think we had Alpha Flight as some of the alternates and the Annihilators as some of the others. So this is where we had our Orcus team, still at level 100 for most of them, except for Lady Deathstrike. No Crimson gear in any of these characters. And we actually didn't even use Nimrod or Omega Sentinel. We just used Lady Deathstrike, Scientist, Supreme Man Sentinel, because I think that's who we used on our first run. And last team that I want to show you is Cabral. They are pretty instrumental to getting to the top of this. It is the same nodes as the last time. So if you are able to get through these nodes previously, you should be able to get through them with Cabal this time. But this is where we have our Cabal built, all level 100. We do have 3 diamonds on all of them, but no gear 19 pieces that have any of them. And these are the teams that I use on each of these nodes. Nodes 1 through 4, I charged up Peggy, War Machine, Falcon, Joaquin, Patriot, Storm, Jean, Herc, Nightcrawler. I tried to get Sus and Leader, didn't get them fully charged up to get their cooldown set up. Now I wanted to get a lot of charges on Storm. That did not matter. The node that you need Storm on fully charged is a Gore there, and he wipes all her charges out. So you don't need to really do Storm. But we got the cooldown so we could go right away with Peggy, Falcon. We did not end up needing War Machine at all because I did not realize you need gear 19, so we didn't need to get him charged up. So Sus is pretty instrumental to some of these floors. So let's just go through these floor by floor, and then I'll show you the footage of some of the harder floors there. So 5 through 7 just pretty much autoed it with Gamora, Nebula, and Philovel. Didn't want to use Moondragon because I didn't remember if we needed her for other nodes. Now, nodes 8 through 10, we use Fury, Iron Man, and Mockingbird. I think with some of the previous versions, that's who we ended up using. And even though we got better characters since then, I think I just kept using those characters. Nodes 11 through 13, Fury, Black Knight, and Mockingbird. Nodes 14 through 16, Ghost Rider, Robbie, Cloak, Dagger. Nodes 17 through 19, Hela, Vol, and Beta Ray built. Now we did need to manually play floor 19. The auto just wasn't playing right, so we did need to manually play it. Then we went back to autoing. Vulture, Ock, and Goblin for floors 22 to 22. Weaver, MILF, and Quicksilver for floors 23 to 25. Quicksilver did a lot of the work on that. Weaver, we were trying to save all of her, we were trying to save her ultimate so she could get off our charges, and I think she ended up dying on floor 25, so Weaver did like nothing. We were just using basics on floor 23 and 24. Apocalypse, Docket, and Nemesis pretty much autoed 26 through 28. Kestrel, Hank, and Iron Man Infinity War were the characters we used for 30 through 31. Nope, actually 29 through 31. We used someone on 29 on the last one, so I just copied it over. But yeah, 29 through 31, Hank, Iron Man, and Kestrel. 32 through 34, Gambit, Old Man Logan, and Nightcrawler. We also used Old Man Logan 35 through 37. So because we used Ock and Goblin here, just make sure on some of these nodes 22 to just watch some of the cooldowns for Goblin, because you don't need him, because again, these were some of the better characters on some of the previous iterations that I kept using the same ones, but I ended up using Old Man Logan, Ock, and Green Goblin Classic. Old Man Logan pretty much does all of these nodes here. Then you got Sus, Hela, and Zugs on these. We couldn't get them to survive. It seems to work better with Sus, Venom, and Lizard. This was the boss node, I think, on that first version of the Kyln Tower. So this is Apocalypse. It's pretty challenging. You do want to make sure that Sus has his special all ready to go for Apocalypse in the middle, so it could do that turn meter rewind. We used the Spider Society, Peter, Penny, and Pav on 41 through 43. Floors 44 through 46, Cabal was a little challenging, so I will show you those nodes. And then Orcus team on 47 through 52 was pretty easy. So if you guys have trouble with that, I will release the footage, but it should be on the Twitch VOD. It's pretty easy to get through these floors there. And then it gets challenging again. Liberty is kind of required for 53 to 57. And unless your Liberty is pretty big, maybe you have a beefy Liberty, you may not need to use the X-Men to sacrifice against Thanos and them. But if you have one like mine, then you would need to have them charged. But yeah, you don't need to have Storm charged up for this one. I'll show you the footage. So Cabal, 44, 45, 46, and then we're gonna pick up at 53 through 58. All right, so let's go here. Let's try this again. We gotta make sure our cooldowns are good, and we gotta make sure that our health is good. Okay, so we're able to get here now. Let's go after Hela with this one. Okay, and let's go there. Okay. Who screwed us up last time? Was it Lizard or was it Voodoo? Let's go Morbius. I think it was Morbius. I don't know who screwed us up. Okay, there's that. Now we just got to deal with Ock. Not Ock. Gabi, not Ock. Okay, there's that. Good. Looking good. This went much better. All right. Let's go here. I got Apocalypse. It doesn't take him out though. All right, so I guess we did it after the other move. I do want to use this now. Okay. I think we're in much better shape than the other ones. I think some of that is the RNG where the Red Hulk attacks. Yeah, there's a lot of RNG for where Red Hulk attacks and removes your turn meter. All right, so we're pretty good. We have the special, we have the ultimate ready, not the special from Iron Patriot. All right, what do we got? This, all right, not bad. It's on leader. Okay, could have been worse. Okay, wanting some of that stuff. Let's go on Red Goblin. Stun there. Okay, he won't be bringing anybody back to life. I don't remember who else is on this node. Let's use a special. Okay, there's Black Cat there. He evades. Ooh. All right, this kills Void Knight. Let's go here. Oh man, it's gonna be close. What are we worried about? I think it is Black Cat. Death proofs. The death proofs are killing me. We're not removing the death proofs. This is what's going wrong. All right, I think with the ultimate Namor, we should be good. All right, Namor, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. We might lose Iron Patriot, but as long as we're good with this. Yeah, we might have to do this again. Shows a little wrong on some of our decisions. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Lost Cosmo. We can get through that death proof on Black Cat. We should be good. We got to get through this taunt on Miss Marvel Classic. All right, we lost her. Should have worked on some other characters instead of Black Cat earlier. All right, let's go again. Yeah, let's get her out. Let's get her out. The death proof gone. Okay. We froze there. Oh, he didn't get the assist because he was stunned. All right, jeez. This was a bad playthrough, but it looks like we get the win. We don't need Iron Patriot for anything else. All right, cool. All right, let's go in with our Liberty members. We're going to leave Hercules, Falcon, and Patriot on the bench. All right, we are going to start. Let's start this in this section. We're going to remind all these guys 25%. All right, we eat that, and now we put the ability block. We want to put it on here. We want to put it on Shadow King. So we don't want him to take a turn. Or we don't want him to do his ult, at least. All right, and now we got... Oof. All right, we're going to go Captain Sam. We've done the ult before. Let's try to get rid of some of these characters. Boom. Got rid of both of the Black Knights, which is good. That's going to help with the survivability of our Falcon Joaquin. Let's go after Shadow King here. Shadow King still ability block. We got the counterattack from Black Knight. Right. Luckily, Ares goes after there. Let's put a... All right, this should get a stun on Black Knight and stop him from countering us. Or he doesn't have charges. I guess we didn't need to work that way. Let's go back to Ares, see if we get some damage. And not... There he goes. All right, he's dead now. Let's put this on. All right, this is going to help healing and rewind some turn meter. We do need that healing. We're hanging on by a thread with our health. I do want to get our cooldowns back up, though. So let's go there. Let's use basics. There's the basic. Cosmo goes on Captain Sam, which is good. And we can use our basic here. All right, we got that. And now Black Knight, we just have to make sure that he does not take a turn. Get some damage from Peggy. Uh-oh. All right, Captain Sam. Let's use the basic again, and we should be good here. Falcon Joaquin almost has his ultimate up. All right, there it is. We got through the node. All right, a little healthier than we did on stream, but there's still some health missing from Falcon Joaquin. All right, next node, we're going to use the same characters. Falcon Joaquin, Sharon Carter, or Peggy Carter, and Captain Sam. All right. Gets a little damage from Hank there. Goes after Falcon Joaquin. That's not good. All right. He's still alive, though. So we still are in okay shape. We want to flip effects. They have all safeguards. So we're not going to be flipping anything. We're getting a little bit of healing. And do I want to do this on Gore? Let's do this. Let's do this on Apocalypse. All right, decent damage there. All right, we do need some... Oh, not Captain... Oh. All right, let's get the ability block. Who do we want? Let's do the ability block on Gore. All right, and Apocalypse is dead. That's a good thing. Let's go with a big ultimate from Captain Sam. All right, no kills yet. So just not a bunch of... Oh, okay, we got Gore down. And Falcon Joaquin's still alive. Let's run this here. Let's get some ability energy. Let's get some healing. Let's reduce this speed bar in this section here. All right. So we got a little speed bar reduction. We got him back into the green as far as health. 6 enemies remaining. Let's do this. Do I want to do on Hank or Captain Britain? Let's go on Hank. He has a little bit more turn meter. All right, he's stunned. Captain Sam, let's do this on Captain Britain. All right, and now we go. This is gonna attack the primary and adjacent targets. Let's do this so we get all of these targets here. Let's do this on Zombie Juggernaut. Okay, and let's go back here. This should hit everyone. Let's put an ability block. Let's actually put this on Gladiator. And hopefully this kills the rest of them. Should kill the zombie. Nope, had the death proof taken off of him though. All right, Gladiator does have an ability block. Let's go ahead and kill Captain Britain. That works. Juggernaut's down. All right, Gladiator is not taunting. Cool. So now we could go after. Let's do the basic here. Let's rely on some damage from Peggy. All right, there she goes. Let's go with the basic here. All right, that is there, and now we're good. Let's just try to reset some cooldowns. We're good. Gladiator is not going to take a turn. He is ability to block even if he does. All right, cool. We got through that. Apocalypse was not as challenging as I thought it would be. All right, and last floor here, we got some Old Man Logans. We got some Icarus, Cersei. We got Kahori. This is a challenging floor. All right, we're going to start off on this. We're going to go on Kahori. We're going to go here. Do the rewind a little bit on this section. That looks good. Let's get an ability block on Kahori now. All right, and let's use the big AoE. Let's see if we can kill Dakin. This should kill Dakin. There goes Dakin. All right, Old Man Logan goes. Got some negative effects on Peggy. Got some negative effects on Falcon Joaquin. All right, and now we go again. Let's do this on Kahori again. We get a little heal there. We did get Old Man Logan hit a little bit. Let's go with this there. Okay, Kahori's down, and I'm not sure if this is a good thing. We have the claws out going right now. Actually, that was the. I'm not sure if that was a claws out or the ultimate. Let's go and get the ability to block. Big AoE attack on everybody. Unfortunately, that will give some turn meter to Old Man Logan. All right, we do have a taunt on some of these characters. Let's go on Old Man Logan. He does have a death proof and everything. Let's put an ability block on him. Actually, I think that's Peggy that does the ability block. All right, so and if we got Captain Sam's ultimate, we should be pretty good situation. Let's do this on Icarus. The special, not the ultimate. Let's go Icarus. And we could use the ability block on Cersei here. Big attack. Old Man Logan's dead for the first time. He's about to do his big move here. We need an ability block from someone. Sharon's not going. I don't think this is going to be enough damage. All right, if we go here, we could take out these two characters and then just have to deal with Old Man Logan. So let's try to take out North Star, Cersei, and Miss Marvel Classic. We don't get... Okay, that is what we want. We do have to get Old Man Logan. Let's use the basic right now on him. I don't want to get Old Man Logan turn meter right. He's gonna have a stun. Well, he's not gonna have a stun because he doesn't get stunned. Oh, he dies. Okay, nice. That is exactly what we wanted. All right. I hope our turn meter is not all screwed up for the next node though. All right, we're gonna go with our Liberty again. We're rolling with the same exact team. Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. We tried going on the Void Knight. We really want to avoid the Void Knight. Let's go on Lizard here. I did not get the death proofs off. Let's see if we get the death proofs off of Lizard. Didn't get the. We did. We got 2 of them off. All right, we're going Captain Sam now. And lizard. Oh, we don't stop it. We don't stop it. We get close though. We get super close. If we had a little more stars, a little more damage or something, some kind of modifier to get them a little stronger. A little better. All right, we're gonna go here. We want to go on you. All right, is that enough? All right, we get the 25% off of him, so that's good. Can we still attack him? We can't. There's not. I don't think there's anything to do with. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got an ability block right here to the primary target. Perfect. All right, that seemed to work. Okay. All right, that was a basic though. That's good. All right, this is not good. Okay. All right, this is gonna get a little healing. Nobody has a heal block. That's good. We still gotta work on Void Knight. I don't want it to pull us together. That would be horrible if he pulls us together. All right, the taunt is off of him. Taunt on Gwenum. Don't really want to work on Gwenum. All right, back to Void Knight, or should we go with Craven? He still has ability block on him. Let's go for the. Let's go for the stun on Lizard. Okay. All right. We're in good shape here. Yes. Let's do this, and then we'll start to do the. Yeah, we got the ultimate now. We'll start to save cooldowns as soon as Void Knight is gone. There he goes. All right. We have Craven down, Lizard stunned. He is not going to be very friendly. Let's get some ability energy. Let's get some defense ups. Let's get some protection from you. Yes. All right. Good. That's fine. And we got to stop Lizard here. All right. Let's save the cooldowns. Let's start to save some cooldowns for the next node. We got an Old Man Logan on the next node. All right. What is it? Noir. All right. That's proof and done. All right. Good. As long as he keeps going with Captain Sam, we're good here. We're going to save the cooldowns. We're going to go basic here. And there is... Uh-oh. We're going to go basic again. Couldn't get through the evade. Basic again. All right, now we're just going through the stealth. All right, we got this node. And we're looking good as far as health. Looking good as far as cooldowns and everything. Nice. This is a nice run. All right, once we get through this Old Man Logan wave, I think we should be good. We probably will have to play it a few times, and I think I want to use a big storm nuke on this wave right here. We got to charge up from some previous nodes, but let's go with this one. Let's go with the Old Man Logan, see if we get to him. All right, so we want to ult with Falcon Joaquin on this Marvel Classic. We want to go, not that. We want to go special here. We want to stun her. And we want to put the slow on these targets here. This is Old Man Logan. There we go. And now, hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully we can do enough damage and kill him right off the bat. No, it is still really close. All right, we still are in shape here. Primary adjacent targets. I don't know. He has a death proof. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Okay. That's the toughest part of the wave. We're golden here. All right. Yeah, let's put an ability block and go. The rest of the wave, I don't remember it as being so tough. Old Man Logan, once we're through him, we're good. Kahori down. Let's save us. Yes, just use basics. All right, Panda doesn't come back to life. No Old Man Logan's on the field. All right, special stun here or stun there or stun. Who do we want to stun? There's an ability block. Let's stun the Miss Marvel Classic. I guess no stun there. No stun. All right, let's keep working. Let's go work on Kahori. Don't think I want anyone else to drop with Kahori on the field. Let's go here. This duo of Miss Marvel Classic and Kahori is not good for us. All right, now they got a Medusa, even worse for us now. Let's put an ability block. We can't. We got to go on Miss Marvel Classic. All right, we got an ability block on Medusa. Not a Medusa, on Miss Marvel Classic. Let's go. Yup, Captain Sam. Let's hit it. Close. No cigar. No cigar. Oh no. Come on, Kahori down. Jeez, Kahori's got a lot of health, man. There she goes. Okay. All right. Now I think I want to go. Jeez. Medusa does have damage. Let's go with Hank. Let's go Hank him. All right. He's stunned. He's not going to take a turn. Let's see if we get Panda down. I don't want him to do his ult. Okay. Oh, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. Let's reduce their speed bar here. Yeah, she's adjacent as well. Okay, she still does her move. All right, she's got a full tournament. That should be over here. All right, good. Oh man, that was a lot of damage there. All right, let's get an ability block on. Let's put the ability block here on Panda. Stack all the enemies there. Don't like that very bad. This is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while to kill. Let's go on Hank. If we get Hank down, that'll help us a little bit. Yeah, let's get the damage on Hank. Let's heal up a little bit on Captain Sam. Gets in a bit of yellow with that heal. Let's go basic. Make sure he's down. All right, let's just make sure he's dead. All right, let's go with maximum damage here. Boom. Very little damage. All right, we gotta make sure Captain Sam survives. Jeez. Panda. Let's go in Panda. Peggy. Almost there. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, he's still got how many? He's still got 2 death proofs. All right. I think we need to. Oh, she's got a taunt on her. Immune. No. Captain Sam, he's holding on by those 2 death proofs here. All right, we got a heal coming up. All right, that's good. Let's go here. Hit the adjacent targets. Let's hit Panda as well. And all right, Panda's down now. It's just these 2 characters. Does this heal him? Let's wait. Let's wait on this. It's not. All right, so that's good. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Let's just keep basicing and let's see if we could do, something like this. A heal for Captain Sam. All right, still very low health. I guess, I want to taunt. This is no heal, right? Ability energy, yeah. All right, the ability energy is good, but let's just slow play this right here. Yeah, she's got a lot of health. It's gonna take a long time to kill her. Let's get the stun out. Yeah, just make sure that, oh, damn, she's got a lot. She has a lot of resistance. All right, Captain Sam. Okay. Oh. All right, she's dead. Captain, we're going in with a yellow health Captain Sam. All right, Storm's got to do her thing. All right, 58. We got Storm charged, but they got Gore. Gore is gonna go right away and take all the charges away. So we're gonna have to just try to stun somebody after that. All right, so we're going with full charges, but it doesn't matter. Here comes Gore. Wipe all the charges away. They did that on purpose. They designed a node like that on purpose. All right, Gladiator is going. And now we could do Storm. We're not gonna use the taunt there. Let's stun Strange. We did this previously. Actually, let's go here. Strange is pretty squishy. Let's see if we can get kill Strange without stunning him. All right, let's stun Thanos. Yes, let's do that. And what does more damage? 420 piercing all enemies, and all enemies 300 damage. Prolonged and negative effects by 1. I kind of like this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's prolong that slow on everybody. Let's prolong the stun. That just kills Strange. Good. Kills Emma too. Good. This is much better shape than the first time we ran this. All right, good. That triggers those guys. We got 8 on Storm. All right, we haven't triggered Thanos yet. They do have a bunch of charges on them. Let's see if we can hold off and take the blade. This might actually kill. Let's just go. This might kill Thanos. 11 charges. Boom. Yes. Oh heck yeah. I think our Liberty could clean this up if we don't get this. All right, does this do damage? No, this does no damage. Should I just try to kill Gladiator? Let's chance it. Let's chance it. All right, let's see if we can clear everything off. No, we cleared nothing off. We should have just killed Gladiator. Oh, bad move there, but we did enough on Thanos. Thanos is dead. That's a big move. I should have killed Gladiator. All right, bad move. All right, we're gonna have to make it through all of these guys. They do have a blade and an ancient one. All right, so let's see. Let's go on, try to clean up this node. Hopefully not killing Gladiator doesn't come back to bite me. Not gonna make it. All right, we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna bring Patriot. We haven't used Patriot. Captain Sam is a lot stronger, but let's see how this combo works here. All right, so Gore starts out, has an ability block on Falcon Joaquin. Not good. All right, Peggy should go. All right, it's Peggy's turn now. Let's put an ability block on Gore. Falcon Joaquin not in good shape at all. All right, we need some healing. We need something here. All right, offensive barrier, death proof, piercing. All right, heal self. All right, let's do this one. AoE and a heal. We get a kill on Ancient One. We don't get a kill on Ancient One. Get a little tiny. All right, there's the kill on Ancient One. All right, Falcon Joaquin is gone. Can we get through these guys without Falcon Joaquin? I think we can get through Gore. There's Gore. Can we get through Blade? All right, let's try this. All right, there's Blade. And let's put us, who do we have to worry about? Let's put a stun on Gladiator. Okay. And there we go. And Patriot. Peggy. All right, Peggy, stay alive. Peggy's our damage. And Peggy for the win. Ah. All right, let's add up all of these rewards, ladies and gentlemen. We got through all 58 floors. My goodness, that took a while. It took about 2.5 hours on stream just to get through the first few floors, and then the last few floors, 53 through 58, took about half hour each section, so about an hour total. All right, we got through all of them. We got all the floors. Let's get all of the rewards. Let's claim all and see all the rewards in total. What do you get if you get all of these? It's a little slow here. Let's get the big claim. We're claiming a bunch of milestones. Where's our big claim? Here it is. We got 85.3 thousand of these milestone points. 14 million gold. Holy moly. That makes up for a lot of the gold that we spent. X coins. 562.5 thousand of these. We got a bunch of ions and then diamonds for Patriot once you get the stars and the characters. So a lot of stuff here, and then some teal stuff, and then some crimson stuff as well. All right, guys. So it took me about 3 to 4 hours to get through all this. A lot of it, especially on some of those earlier floors, was a lot of loading time. So it wasn't actually gameplay that we're getting through, and a lot of it was auto on some of those earlier stages. But did take a few playthroughs on some of those later nodes, especially some of those Liberty nodes and some of the Cabal nodes that I showed you to get through it. But that is the strategy I use. Obviously, there's a lot of misplays in there. So if you have a perfect playthrough, you should be a lot more effective than I am, but hopefully you could learn from some of my mistakes. If you got some value from this video, leave it a like, check me out on social media, and check out my second channel, my second raid channel, all about Raid Shadow Legends, where we release a lot of content on that channel as well. But I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.